Oh. Ooh.
I'm cheating. What is going on, guys? They call me Epi. Welcome to another video on the channel today. In today's video, we're going to talk about how to get more headshots in Rainbow Six Siege. I'm a diamond on Xbox One, and I want to run through my settings pretty quickly because not much has changed since my previous settings video, but I am trying to turn my sensitivities up as we move forward into the new seasons, especially with white noise just around the corner. But for now, this is what we're working with. So I always have vibration off. That's not something I've ever been comfortable with. It throws off my shot, especially for headshots. Vertical and horizontal sensitivity have been both 60 since my previous video, and my left and right dead zone percentages are 5%, which is the lowest you could go on console. And again, if you missed my previous video, that basically translates to the least amount of pressure on your sticks to get your character in game to move or scope in or do whatever it is you need to do. So with all that being said, my first tip is of course going to be raising your sensitivity, and that's going to be a subjective change for everybody, but I would recommend probably a 5 increase, maybe once a month or so. Try to get in the habit of raising it every so often before you get something that you're really comfortable with. My previous settings video was a couple of months ago, and I've since raised it 7 points. So that's what worked for me on my Xbox controller. The goal here is to hit the headshots, and especially to hit them faster than your enemy can hit you in the face. And your ability to ADS and flick and turn and make adjustments faster than the enemy is obviously a huge part of that. So moving on to my next tip, it's going to be one that's a little bit more difficult to understand, so please bear with me here. I want you guys to look beyond your scope. Now, I don't want you to simply look into your scope, I want you to look through it. Take your reticle on your favorite scope, whether that's ACOG or Reflex or whatever it is that you guys enjoy using, and take that reticle and make sure it's an extension of your weapon. I know it sounds a little bit weird and a little bit crazy, but I usually take a step back, recenter my reticle so I know exactly where my shots are going to hit, and then when I ADS, I look through the scope in such a way that it's almost like the sight isn't even on the gun itself. I'm going to actually zoom in here to show you guys exactly what I'm talking about. This is more of a representation of how I play Siege, what's going on when I ADS. It really just puts you in front of your target. It helps with those longer range engagements, like I said. Think of this as just a different perspective on how to approach Siege in general and how to approach gunfights and getting headshots. Get anything front door?
I have not yet. I got the shock drone.
Yeah, they got
there's one thing on window. Yeah.
Nice.
Moving on to my next tip, which is a lot more easy to understand. I think a lot of you guys know it's in the game. You have the option of doing so, but you don't do it as often as you probably should be doing it. And what I'm talking about is a tap fire. Now, a lot of you guys spray full auto, and that's perfectly okay, but you want to land more accurate headshots, and you're not going to be able to do it with full auto most of the time. I think this goes without saying, but tap fire is always more accurate, especially with some of the changes that have been made to the weapons with recoil. It's going to be easier to control, equals more headshots, and I really encourage you guys to tap fire more often.
Yeah, one front window, one barrel room. Damn, son.
Nice, good call out, thank you. For my next tip, I want to talk about the Strafe Peak, or the sidestep peak. Now, I know this is probably more prevalent on PC, but I definitely see a lot more console players doing it. And essentially what you want to do is you want to take some shots at your target, and then as you're trailing off those shots, you want to sidestep in either direction. Now, definitely want to be leaning while you're doing this, and what it essentially does is it keeps you safe while you're technically behind cover and your bullets are still being projected out of your weapon. You're going to get the headshot, your bullets are going to register while you're safe behind cover, strafing away. Now, I really encourage you guys to try this. It's going to take a little bit of practice. practice, but once you get it down, it feels really satisfying to do. So I really encourage you guys to give it a shot. So for my last tip, and it's something that I get asked all the time, I want you guys to shoot the clocks. I shoot the clocks in all of my live streams. I shoot them in my videos. You're going to see that in some of these clips right here. I shoot the clocks because they're basically an easy check on your aim. It's like an easy aim test. There are clocks scattered throughout every single map. I'd say all of the maps have probably about 4 or 5 clocks in pretty prominent areas too, so you're always going to find them in bomb sites and in hallways and in popular rooms. Some people practice their aim in terrorist hunt getting headshots, but the clocks are readily available while you're playing ranked. You just quickly pop some of them off, you feel ready to go, and then you can continue shredding. If you don't believe me, give it a try. Let me know what you guys think. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know if any of these tips helped you in the comments section. I really appreciate all the support, guys. I'll see you guys on the next video. Yo, Cog, watch this. Cog, I'm throwing a fucking L of mine. Let's go.
Hey, 140 health too? We out here.
Oh, she hit it. They hit it.
He hit him. He's lit. I'm killing this guy. What a time.
Oh my gosh.
Yo, help me out. Help me out. He's outside a garage.
He's outside garage? Oh, I can hear him. Yep, I missed my shot. So IQ.
Holy shit.
Oh, you killed him? Oh, he's outside. He stole his kill. Someone just got their kill, Jack.
Wasn't me.
It's all good. I don't care. I got them distracted.